Hi there, and welcome back to another time lesson. Today, we're going to be thinking about telling the time using clocks. So, you'll need your clock that you made the other day. So, if you haven't got it, go and get it. Okay, so to warm up our brains today, we are going to do a bit more number recognition. So, I have got a game that we can play. Hopefully, a grown up at your house has hidden some numbers for you to find. If your grown up hasn't had time to do this, don't worry, you can play this game another time. Okay, but I'll just show you how you play. So, if you have got numbers, brilliant, you can play now. I'm going to tell you a number, and you are going to go and find it around your house, wherever your grown-ups have told you they've hidden their numbers. So today we're going to be thinking about the numbers between 30 and 50. Yesterday we thought about 1 all the way through to 30. So we did the 1, we did all our 110 numbers, those teen numbers. We did all the 20 numbers, the 2 tens, which is a 20 number, right up to 30. Today we're going to be focusing on the numbers after that, which are our numbers from 30 onwards. So all of this line here, you'll see, have 3 tens. And if we have a number that has 3 tens, we know it is a 30 number. These are all 30 numbers, and we can see the ones afterwards. So we've got 3 tens, 1. So 3 tens is 30, so it is 31. 3 tens, 2, 32. 3 tens, 3, 33, and so on, all the way until we get to the end here. When I haven't got 3 tens anymore, have I? How many tens have I got now? That's right. I've got 4 tens now. 4 tens and no ones at all. So this number is the number. That's right. It's 40. After 40, this row here has got all of our 40 numbers in it. So our 4 tens and 1, 41. Our 4 tens and 2, 42. All the way up until we get to here, which doesn't have 4 tens anymore. No, how many tens has it got? That's right, it's got 5 tens, which means it is the number 50. So around your house, hopefully you've got numbers all the way from 30, all the 30 numbers, all the 40 numbers, all the way to 50 to go and find. So I'm going to say one of the numbers and I'd like you to go and hunt for it. It might be easier if you've got a grown-up with you to play this with the grown-up at your house, but I'll do a few now just in case you haven't got a grown-up and you still want to play. So the first number I'm thinking on has 3 tens in it, 3 tens, and it has 5 ones. 3 tens and 5 ones. What number am I thinking of? Have a look. It's got 3 tens, so it's along our line here, 3 tens and 5 ones. It's 35. If you've got numbers, go and have a look, see if you can find 35. You might want to pause me if you think it's going to take you a bit of time. Okay, hopefully you found 35. I'm going to give you a new number. This time I'm going to give you a number with 4 tens in it. 4 tens and 4 ones. It's got the same amount of tens and ones. 4 tens and 4 ones. What number's that? 4 tens, 4 ones. It's 44. Go and see if you can find 44. Off you go. Fantastic. I hope you found 44. This time I'm going to give you a number. And it's the only number we're using today that has 5 tens in it. That's right. It's the 50. Go find it. Fantastic. I hope you found 50. I'm going to give you 2 more numbers. If you want to keep playing this game with your adults at home, that's brilliant. Or maybe if you've got a brother or sister at home, I'm going to give you 2 more now. So the next one has, I'm going to start with the ones this time. 1, 1, and 3 tens. So it's got the 1, 1. So when I look at the ones, it's going to have 1, 1. Oh, it's got to be one of these. It's got 3 tens and 1, 1. It's 31. Go find 31. Off you go. Okay, I hope it wasn't hiding anywhere tricky. And you have 31. I'm going to give you 1 more number to find. It is one less than a number we've already found. What could it be? A number that is one less than one we've already found. Are you guessing? Are you guessing which one I'm going to say? It's one less than one of the numbers we've already had. And the number that I'm thinking of that is one less. It's one less than 50. What is one less than 50? I hope you said 49. Go and find 49. Okay, I hope you found it. Brilliant. So you can play this game anytime you like. You can ask people at home to play it with you. Like if you've got a brother or a sister or mummies or daddies that will be prepared to play it with you, you can play this. So you can play it with different numbers. So if you think, I want to practice some different numbers, this game works for that too. Brilliant. Okay, but now we're going to move on to time. So hopefully you have got your clocks ready to go. Today, we are going to be thinking about a time we've talked about before when I did some time lessons with you before. We're talking about that o'clock time. O'clock. I told you last time I would say o'clock to the top. Because when it is an o'clock time, our long hand, our minute hand, I hope you can see mine, okay? That long hand, it always points at the 12. So if you have your long hand, this minute hand that's pointing at the 12 is always going to be an o'clock time. So it's o'clock to the top. Can you do it with me? Make your long hand of your clock. O'clock to the top. So I can see already on my clock that the long hand is pointing to the top, to the 12. So I know it is an o'clock time. My short hand, my small hand here is pointing at the hour, what hour it is. So it is something o'clock. What does my clock say? I hope you said it says 11 o'clock. Look, 11, and it's saying an o'clock time. Okay, if you look on my screen here, I've got a clock here. Can you make this time on your clock? So you're going to put that long hand to the top, to that 12. So I know it's going to be an o'clock time. That long hand goes up to the 12. It's an o'clock time. The short hand is pointing here at the number 3. So what time have you made on your clock? I'm going to make it on mine. The long hand goes to the top. That minute hand goes to the top to make that o'clock time. The short hand is pointing at the 3. It is 3 o'clock. And I hope your clock looks like these two. 3 o'clock. Fantastic. O'clock to the top. What time is it on this clock? Found a different clock. What time does this clock say? Can you work it out? You might want to make it on your clock too. What time is it? That's right. It's 4 o'clock. I know this because my long hand is going to the top, o'clock. And in this short hand, the hour hand is saying it's 4. So it is 4 o'clock. Fantastic. Now I'm going to give you a time to make. So I would like you on your clock to make me 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. I'm going to get mine clock and I'm going to make 7 o'clock too. 7 o'clock. So o'clock to the top. I know my long hand has got to point at that 12. That's the top. O'clock to the top. And it is 7 o'clock. So my short hand, my hour hand has to point at the 7 for 7 o'clock. Does yours look like mine? Yes, it's 7 o'clock. Long hand to the 12, short hand to the 7. 7 o'clock. Brilliant. Bit fast this time. I'm going to give you a time. I want you to make me 6 o'clock. Very close to 7 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Can you make it? Does it look like this? Long hand to the 12. It's an o'clock time. Short hand to the 6. It is 6 o'clock. Fantastic. Okay. I'm going to show you another time now. What time is it here? What time is it here? This is an alarm clock. You should be good at this. What time is it? That long hand is pointing up to the 12, so I know it's an o'clock time. The short hand is pointing to the 7. That's right, it's 7 o'clock, and you've made that one already. Fantastic job. Okay, I'm going to give you a time to make. Are you ready? I would like you to make me 9 o'clock. Let's see how fast you can do it. Off you go. 9 o'clock. So remember where that long hand's going to go. 9 o'clock. Can you make it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show me 9 o'clock. Does it look like mine? Long hand there to the 12, short hand to the 9. It's 9 o'clock. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to give you one more to make. I would like you to make me 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Think about that one. I've given it to you on purpose. I was trying to trick you, but I'm sure I won't. 12 o'clock. So that long hand, when it's o'clock, where does it go to? And if it's 12 o'clock, what does that short hand have to point at? I hope it looks like mine. Are you ready? Show me. It should look like this. I can't hardly see my short hand. It's hiding because my long hand and my short hand are both on the 12. It's 12 o'clock. The long hand is pointing at the 12 to tell me it's an o'clock time, and the short hand is pointing at the 12 to tell me it is 12 o'clock. Oh, that was a tricky one, Miss Brown. Well done if you managed that one and it didn't trick you. So today, I've sent you some games you can play, some telling the time games with lots of different o'clock times. So there's a bingo game, there's a turning over card game, and there's a game that you can play on the computer. I've also sent you some reasoning rabbit challenges to get your brain working, thinking about what you know about o'clock times and answering some questions, thinking about why things happen and patterns you can see. I think you are going to be brilliant. So I hope you have a lovely day thinking about o'clock times, and I'll see you tomorrow, because tomorrow we're thinking about half past times. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.